Hello my cutiest of all cutienesses. Today I want to try something that I've never done before, and that is using my face as kind of a broken, alienated or alien-like animal egg that is hatching on my face. I know that will sound very strange. I haven't tried this. I don't know how it's gonna be. Bear with me, but let's give it a try. First I want to map out the crack in my face, and it's gonna be like the cracks of an egg. But I first want to know where the thing's eyes are gonna be. And they're gonna be somewhere here. And I will have a crack here. And here will be a hand of this something. So they will be hope you can see what I am trying to prove here to myself. A knuckle and another finger, and then like something pinky fingerish that comes lower. A knuckle. And also a big fingertip, and then the crack moves on from here, and it doesn't really matter how the cracks go. Just draw something like mountains, like this. I hope you can see. Then I know it's gonna be here that the two lines are gonna be, two ring like straps there and there, and then they come a little bit bent. I'm gonna make it longer. And during the illusion, my eyes will be closed. So we'll call it the creature. The creature's eyes are gonna be on my forehead, and they will start here and here, and it's gonna be the shape of an egg. Now, the first thing that I'm gonna do to create the edge of the opening where this creature is coming out is also make the back side of the egg, that'll start a little bit higher, also will be mountain-like. like so. And those lines have to be double. So I'm gonna do exactly the same lining, but about a centimeter or a small centimeter parallel to the first line. So now that we have our outlines, I'm gonna have to start. And as you know, what I often do is try something new. This is an example that Kika, don't know if you know her, did on her belly. But there's a big difference working on your belly, because that's flat and my face isn't. So let's wait and see. I'm gonna start by shading the hole. Although, if I do the animal first, it's easier to shade around. Damn! I'm gonna start with my animals, with an outline. Thanks for helping me out there. Very small, flat brush. I'm gonna start by coloring in my beast. My beast. It's definitely gonna need more than one coat. I'm gonna do this entire first layer, coat it the second time, and then I will be back. Now I'm also doing a little part on my chest where actually the animal's body is gonna be within, so this part I'm just gonna fill up with green. Now I've put you a bit further away so you can still see what I am doing, but it's going to be easier for me to move around without bugging you. So now I'm going to do the second coat and then I will be back. Now for detailing and shading there are very different options and a lot of options. You can do it with eye pencils and eyeshadow, or you can work with paint. Now I'm gonna use eyeshadows because most of you will have an eyeshadow palette in the house anyway. And what I normally use is this one, which is a very simple one, because it's got beigey colors, it's got a reddish brown, it's got a dark reddish brown, sorry, not in the image, and it's got a really dark brown. In the center here, I'm gonna start building up. As you see, it's a lot darker than my own skin. And I'm just gently feathering it through that opening. And I'm going to that lightest beige, and with that I'm gonna shade the upper part. I am going to a little tone darker, just taking a flat applyment brush. So I'm now going to shade from this color and feather it out upwards. So that is, I started in the center with this color, then the top part against the crack I did with that color, and now I'm using this color. And as you see, I have pressed a little bit more in the powder to make this shadow underneath his pinky finger, or whatever it is. It should be his pinky finger. And that makes it more obvious. Actually, for this illusion, my nose is in the way, but I cannot cut it off. Now, the edge has got to be very brown. So I'm gonna take this darkest brown, and first I'm just gonna fill the entire edge with that. And that's gonna be easier with a smaller brush, so I'm going back to the first one that I have used. So that's the upper lining that I did. This is very easy, but very, very time consuming. That's all there is to it. So I have made the cracks completely brown, also this part. And now it's gonna be all about details. I'm gonna use a very fine eyeliner brush for that. And I'm gonna start off with bluish dark green to make the eyelids that are a little bit shaped like that. And I'm also gonna use that bluish green to outline the inside of this fellow's eye. Completely around. And this I'm gonna feather from the corners to the inside, because there is gonna be more white shading. And then I'm gonna use this same greenish color to outline the entire creature, and I'm gonna give him here and a bit higher a fold in his eyelid, and also one on this side, two actually, and let's outline. And as much as possible I try to rest my arms or my hands against my face, but I'm trying to rest so that my lines can be as straight or as good as possible. I'm always amazed about how you see just a green spot or so turn into eyes and an animal just with a little bit of shading and lining, and it's all so amazing. This is so funny, so great. I really love it. On the chest, it's about the same, but the shadow of the green comes from the right and just are lines going from here fading towards the middle. So that's that. I hope you can see the everything I'm doing. The most of the shading of this is gonna be the black outline of the shell, and where there are cracks I'm gonna add some cracking of my skin actually, which is the shell. So once we are there, I'm gonna continue to outline everything that is above the inside. You can outline everything, but it's already outlined with green, but I am taking black here because the entire forehead is going to be painted black. I first want to give it an outline with this fine brush before I go in with the heavy equipment. And then it is a little bit difficult, but I'm gonna give him some blue eyes. I'm also here and there correcting shades and shadows that I see. They're a bit more, they're a bit less. I'll take an eyeshadow to do his eye color because I cannot find a pencil in a color that I like. With a fine brush, a light blue maybe. There, Mickey blue eyes. They're not very vibrant or very specifically special, but they're there. So, let's continue with the black. Giving him a pupil. If you're not sure that you are going to make a perfect pupil, just dot it on with paint. Take the back of a brush and dab it on. I'll do that now. And you will always have a round pupil. I'm gonna clean this brush very well because I'm gonna use it for the white. And before I can forget, I'm also gonna put on a lipstick so that you still see that it is a face. So first of all, I'm going to fill in the white of his eyes, and I'm gonna shade this and the lines in between the ones that we already made there. And he's got a lot of white highlights. But first of all, like I said, I'm going to do the white of his eyes. So that's that. He's got his highlights there and there and there. He needs a little dot in the pupil or the iris or whatever it's called. And then he has got highlights everywhere actually. And then there is white shadow along a lot of these lines. Every line that's down. And underneath the lowest line there is a white shadow. The only thing I am left to do is paint the top black. I'm gonna start with the difficult parts, and that is against my animal. So this is all just detail work, and once this is done I will be back with the completed finished result. I'll see you in a moment. Well, here is my hatched alien egg. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video with me, and I really hope to see you again in one of my coming Halloween videos. So thank you all for watching, and bye bye!